Welcome to the South of Cosmos. It's been quite a few days since I have uploaded on the channel. And since my last video, I was down with a throat infection and took a while before it sounded good. Even right now, I'm not fully out of it. But, I better be getting back to the rest of us, getting back and continuing the conversation. So a lot of things have happened over the past 2 weeks, and there have been a few good things that have happened. One of the things that have happened that's pretty energetic thing that happened was Hanumankind coming out with this next single called Run It Up.
Run it up. The sun is up. So run it down. Get your money up.
I got to watch it immediately after it was released. I mean, hours, maybe 1 or 2 hours after it was released, popped up in my feed, and I happened to watch it. Was really thrilled and overjoyed to watch the whole thing. It was a really kind of interesting and exciting piece of work, art, and I was, over these past few days, I've been rewatching it over and over again, but also watching a lot of reaction videos to Hanumankind's newest offering, and almost all the reaction videos have mentioned one thing, and one of the threads in the reactions toward Hanumankind's new offering is something that I tend to agree with, and I'll talk about that. All of us must have seen the video by now, and the most striking aspect, the most striking feature of the whole video, the whole song, and the visualization, and its message, I would say in its totality, if there is one thing that really stands out, it is the groundedness and the rootedness, the kind of vibe that's filling the whole artwork. That is something that a lot of reviewers have noticed, and that's something that connects to us. We Indians, when you watch something like that, it connects to us subconsciously. It connects to us. You'd agree that an Indian beat, like a Bhangra beat, or a Tamil Dapanguta, or a Teyyam visual, or a Chendamelam. All of these things, they connect to us subconsciously because we've been living that reality over our living years, right? So in that sense, it automatically connects to us. In the new video, when you watch the visuals, he has chosen the beats, the visuals of beats that he represents in the video. Those are really striking. They are very ethnic, very rooted, and culturally very, I would say, iconic to represent the diversity of the Indian cultural heritage. And the mainstay of the song visually is the Chendamelam, which is a very popular art form which is connected to temple festivals in India. And with its growing influence, it's also featured in other communities. For example, in Christian festivals too, these are featured. The Chendamelam is featured. So that's a really kind of popular art form. But I believe that in his song, that the beat he uses as the base for a song, it's not pure Chendamelam. He has used some element of, I would say, Dapangut, Tavil, Para, those kind of instruments which are more, which have a greater Tamil influence. The visuals are amazing, and the way that it progresses, where he runs away from the crowd, and the crowd that's chasing him, and he kind of there is one moment where, or towards the 2/3 of the song, he pauses and slows down. And he kind of slows us down to the next wave of a fast pitch, raging crescendo.
And it's now we need some balance and order. But that's never the case. Never a chance of changing their ways. It's never a
And that is an experience. It's not just about listening to a song and just humming along or tapping along or just grooving along. I mean, that's part where he slows down. So I think that those things have really played on our minds, along with the fact that being an Indian, being a Malayali, being a Keralite, these beats automatically connect to me. The lines too. I was watching a few analysis of his rapping style, where some of the pros, the aficionados of rap, they were dissecting how he had this syllable breakup in his rap, and how he kind of picked up the last syllable to end with and had the punch there in those lines. And so those are technicalities that I'm not privy to. I don't know anything about that. But the fact that the lines sound very powerful, he calls out as and when the whole crowd that's following him, he addresses the crowd asking, what are we lacking? What are we lacking? Huh? He asks them. And he says that we need to progress, we need the moolah, we need the money, the wealth. And that kind of rage is something that he builds up. And I think that's a very strong message, right? That kind of energizes the crowd, the young crowd, the next generation toward reaching out to the world, being on the world stage. One thing that many reviewers noted about his newest song is his rootedness, as I was telling, and the fact that he connected to his people, his hometown, his homeland, and there's this portrait where he kind of poses with his whole crowd, his village, his community, his people. That is a really good, amazing, beautiful picture, a snapshot of the cultural groundedness that he's trying to kind of project. Any Indian, any Malayali, any Keralite will tend to immediately connect to the picture and feel that that's probably his family picture. It's my family portrait. It's like that. And the de-glamorized, very natural looking, sober, and a rustic crowd, I think that adds value and depth to that image. Versus having gorgeous looking glamorized or glamour dolls. And that kind of has, what, added to his substance. So that has worked well for him. And like one of the reviewers said, the fact that he was shot to fame, to stardom, shot to international stage, the world stage, in his previous single, Big Dawgs, in a lot of cases, in the majority of cases, immediately gets to the head of the singers. It gets to the head of the stars. They start imagining that now I have a world audience to cater to. Let me choose my images. Let me choose my lyrics in such a way that it's kind of connecting to the relevant key terms and key points across the world. And that's the kind of false thinking, that a trap that a lot of stars fall into, and they end up losing it. They end up going nowhere, right? Well, not so the case with Hanumankind, and that is something that the whole world is appreciating, and I tend to agree. So that was an energetic moment over these past few days. That's all that I have for this video, and as I said, I haven't been uploading for a while because of some concerns. We'll try to come back on track, and we'll be on track as regular as possible. Okay, so that is what I have to say. So please like, share, and subscribe to the video, and see you again in the next video. That's all. Bye bye.